Okay. Let's see. Anything we can do here? This level 2 station? I think so. How much money do we have? 2,000 credits. So we can't get the full tier garrisons here either.
Scanners are picking up droids everywhere. Keep it tight, and keep the soft shell safe.
Orders, General.
Yeah, turbo lasers are good against the heroes, but if you don't have the turbo lasers and they just absorb all the fire from everything else, I feel like that's one of the things they should have addressed. It's one of the things that we're addressing with 2.2 in TR. Because it's part of the reason that they're set up like that is because it's helped mitigate the fact that the melee infantry are just terrible in EAW, and they're supposed to be good because they're heroes. But there's other ways around that, like you can give them attack move and stuff like that, and I think that would be a better way to go rather than having them absorb everything.
Your orders, General.
I read you, General.
Vultures!
Droids, inbound. Thank you.
Ready for orders, Commander.
We're on it, General.
Okay, can we get
Choose your reinforcements.
Course plotted.
Upgrade.
I kind of wanted to build the turret, but probably not worth giving up the rest of our credits for that.
Trajectory plotted. Calculating trajectory.
Reinforcements en route.
Request immediate assistance. All capacitors showing green, General.
Bearing, sir.
Yes, General. We need help now, sir.
What's my destination?
Coverage too heavy.
Coming about. Let's blow something up.
Bad to worse. Request immediate assistance.
Do I have
Right,
flight
see if we can
support?
take out any of the recusants.
There's too many of them. Unhinged.
Destroying target, General.
Stabilizers out.
Ready for orders, Commander.
I don't want to get the other upgrades just because we don't have the credits for it right now. Well, I guess we'll go for this one first because it's right here.
We need help out of this, sir.
The recusants are fairly fragile, or they're supposed to be, so we'll see if we can do any better against them than against the Providences.
Ready to
Space
take them out.
station.
Which it
under
looks like we
attack.
are.
Engaging enemy.
There's too many of them. It's no good.
Ready to
Coming
take
too
them
heavy.
out.
Request
Give me a
immediate
target.
assistance.
Locking on target.
We need help now, sir.
Yeah, let's just focus on the ones that are already weak
Many of them.
to make sure we can get at least some kills out of this.
Good, sir.
Blasting target. Attacking target.
Bad to worse. Request immediate assistance. There's too many of them. Breaking off.
Alright, let's go for this one.
Your orders, General. Firing on your
I think the station is probably not going to be able to be penetrated by what they have.
Destroying target, General. Locking on.
Well, this is closest, so let's finish that off first.
All power diverting to weapon. Yes, General.
Actually, with all of them in range, they are going to be able to do some damage to it now.
Homing in.
Let's try to swap back over here.
Let's blow something up. Cannons
Repairing.
charged. Firing.
Space
Ready to
station
take them
under
out.
attack.
Course slated.
Our position is Mark 12 at point 26.
No problem.
Reinforcements en route.
Blasting target.
This is bad.
Attacking cannons
We need
loaded.
help out of this, sir.
Repairing.
Okay.
Our position is Mark 12
Triangulating target.
Well, we got a couple of them down.
What's my destination?
Reinforcements
Copy that.
en route.
Tell me where to go. Destroying target, General. Give me a target.
Repairing.
I don't believe the Clone Wars mod has been updated since the last few years.
Locking on. Locking on target. Blasting target.
I read you, General.
Attacking target.
Copy
Your
that,
orders,
sir.
General. Your orders, General. Copy.
Alright, well, we're getting a few of these
Ready
down.
for orders, Commander. Firing, sir.
Just a scratch, sir.
Yes, General.
This is bad.
Destroying target, General. Ready to take them out. Let's blow something up. Copy that, General.
We can't provide any more cover.
Space station under attack.
Your orders, General.
I think the Architens thinks it has a longer range than it actually does. Because it has a tendency to just sit outside when you send it to attack something and not actually start attacking. The projectiles are kind of small from it, so it is attacking most of the time, but I feel like we could have gotten a lot more use out of it there. Unless it just goes to the range of the concussion missiles and just the cooldown's higher, so it seems like it's not attacking as much.
Request immediate assistance.
We play Battlefront 2 on the channel, the multiplayer. I don't know that I'm going to be playing the multiplayer at all. I did the campaign playthrough and that was fun, but
Destroying target, General.
I doubt we're going to go back to it until there's more,
Direction received.
until the next DLC with story missions.
All steam ahead.
If people want to do it as a community match night at some point, then maybe we'd do that, but I don't know if we'd get enough people to
Locking on target.
get that going very well. Well, auto fire. We do have Fall of the Republic coming up,
Your orders, General.
so eventually.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right,
We have been
enough of that. I strongly disagree that 2005 Battlefront was a better game than the new one. I barely think that 2005 Battlefront was a game.
Constructing. Requesting assistance.
Stay frosty.
You need us, sir.
We've secured
Ready to help.
a build pad.
Where are we headed, sir? Right away. We will fight. If
The day won't come when the droid army can outfight us without a 10-to-1 advantage. Check your weapons. We've got incoming.
See, I didn't enjoy Battlefront 2 in 2005,
ready, sir.
so I don't have any of the nostalgia factor for it.
Will do. Yes,
We've
got it.
secured a build pad. Turret constructing.
Yes, sir.
We're ready for battle, sir. Understood, General. On it, sir.
We've
to start
lost
this
a build
fight.
pad. Construction complete. We've secured a build pad.
Yes, sir. Minimal casualties. Maximum
We've lost
effectiveness.
a build pad.
It's just the 2005 Battlefront was just a worse version of the Battlefront 1 game. The campaign was just frustrating garbage. The AI was complete trash.
Watch the rear.
The gameplay mechanics were
These rust buckets.
basically just the first one, but then they added the heroes, which skewed the entire game to being about the heroes,
Right away, sir.
which was not really enjoyable at all.
Out.
And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you can't compare it to modern games, but the thing is, if you compare it to the games that were coming out around that time, you have Call of Duty 3 and 4 weren't that far off from it. Halo 1 and 2, Halo 1 was before it, Halo 2 was
Constructing.
about a year after. It's just like there's a lot of better games that were coming out at the time, too, and I just never really went for Battlefront 2.
Construction complete.
Attacking.
Construction
Going after them.
complete.
Confirm.
We've
Where do you need
secured a
assistance?
build pad.
The only good clanker is a wrecked clanker. Let's go.
We've lost a build pad.
Let's show these clankers what we can do. Crease bow those clankers. Watch that crossfire.
And then a lot of people say, oh, well, the mods made it a good game, but I'm not going to give the base game credit for mods making it good. It's just,
Drawing their fire.
I've never played that much modded Battlefront,
You need us,
so I can't make that call to begin
sir.
with,
Ready to help.
but I don't know,
Order
if people want to give it credit for the mods, then fine, but
where are we headed?
It's-
sir? Let's go.
I don't see it that way.
We've secured a build pad. Base is under attack.
Our position is
We've
secure.
lost a build pad.
Roger that, sir. We will fight. If
Made
we
it all the way through
Where am I needed?
just to get
On my
destroyed
way.
like that.
Acknowledge, sir. Fire.
We've secured
Will
a
do.
build
Certainly.
pad.
And we'll do what we can. Got it.
We do our job well.
Is it just the one hag left here?
Let's move on. Move out, men. Suppressing fire. Copy that,
Nope,
General.
they've got another company of hags.
Okay, here we go. You can't negotiate with droids. This battle isn't over until we've scrapped the last clanker. Flanking positions.
We've secured a landing zone.
Never surrender. Copy that. Roger that, sir.
Alright,
With pleasure. Copy that, General. Understood, General.
there we go. They're leaving. Okay, can we do anything about any of this? Not really.
We're ready for battle, sir.
Construction complete.
Is there anything else that we've missed as far as refineries or anything? Listening post, that's not going to help us with money.
Construction complete.
Can we not? I guess we'd have to go through.
On your order.
Okay, so we'll have to go here, then to Moonalinst, then to
Construction
Magito from
complete.
there. Ugh. Stop it. Well, at least we have a light vehicle factory here now.
One shot, one kill. Understood, General. Nothing deadlier than a clone behind the trigger. On it, sir. The day won't come when the droid army can outfight us without a 10-to-1 advantage. General. Check your weapons. Yes, sir. We've got incoming. Right away, sir. Yes, General.
Right, we'll let them come to us. They're gonna come past there.
Combat is a clone's natural element. Oh, there's gonna be a firefight. We've got rollies incoming.
The planetary turbo laser have been nerfed. Apparently, it's 2 shots for the Lucrehulk now.
Losing is not an option.
I'm not sure about the other ships though. It may still be 1 shot for Providence. I'm not sure. I hadn't tried it yet.
Just like in basic training. I don't think the General would approve. Right away, General. The Seppies better make some more droids. Weapons check. Stay frosty. Let's go. What are we waiting for? It's like Geonosis all
All right.
over again. This
Come
will
on.
be quick. Copy that. This is what clones do.
Unit destroyed.
Roger that, sir. We didn't start this fight. We're gonna finish it.
You guys are just policing back in that area. That's respectable.
Engage the enemy.
Let me know if you
Our
find
base is
anything.
under attack.
We're ready for battle, sir.
Unit
Watch the rear.
destroyed.
Copy that. Minimal casualties. Maximum.
I don't know why they went back to the old Providence
Let's move
model.
on. Always leave more droids than clones on the battlefield. We can take
Honestly, Republic at War is one of the mods. I don't have that much contact with
Move
them,
out, men.
so in terms of like why they made any given decision, I don't have much insight.
Watch for friendlies. Copy that, General. Never give up. We'll follow you anywhere, sir. Okay, here we go. Understood, General. On it, sir.
It's one of those walkers armed with. So the that's actually a concussion
Yes, sir.
grenade
Right away,
thing.
Clones keep the
ATPTs
scrap
have
rations busy.
concussion missile launcher or
Let's show these
concussion
clankers
grenade
what we can do.
launchers, as well as the lasers. Evan Thrawn's Revenge too.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're proud to serve you, General. Move out! The only good
Will ICW ever get loot boxes?
flanker.
We got to work on that PayPal integration
Do our
first.
job well. Good. Understood, sir. Creasebow those clankers. Watch that crossfire. Suppressing fire.
Base is under attack.
Oh god.
Let's go. What are we
I'm
waiting
gonna bring this back.
Copy that. Roger that, sir. You can't negotiate with droids.
Nope, no. If I can get it back here,
Copy that. Let's move
and
on.
they don't kill it, then I'll
Never
keep it for the
surrender.
next battle.
One shot, one kill. Move out, men.
Because I think we're getting close to destroying all the stuff they brought.
Copy that, General.
Hey! We win!
Vehicle in production.
Keep upgrading that stuff.
Construction complete. Construction
Alarm's
complete.
there.
Construction
Alright.
complete.
On your
Let's go, we'll take out that guy, then we'll go take out this guy, and then
Sir.
we're good.
Tactical battle imminent.
Let's see. Economy, no. Military. They're still significantly increasing. We have more planets. So what we want to do first,
Building
I guess
under
we'll just get the
construction.
mines there.
Constructing. Beginning construction. Beginning construction.
Now we can start spamming these mines. I guess you need the barracks to actually build the mines.
Building started.
Refinery there. There's a refinery
Building
here.
under construction.
I think I found most of the refineries that we have. You can get Luminara there. But we don't quite have the credits for her. Well,
Building under construction.
alright. We basically got everything we can. Seems like a good investment. Will they age like TF2 hats?
Intel
So,
says there may be as much as a full battalion of droids down there.
No, there's not. There's not a full battalion of droids down there. This is why I get angry at the advisors in every mod. And in the base game as well. Because they tell you about this stuff that's very clearly not true.
Copy that.
You should be fired. But anyways, I don't know if any of you play PUBG, but
Choose
they
your
did,
reinforcements.
for Gamescom, they had this loot crate thing that
Reinforcements
everyone got.
cancelled.
And, like with most games on Steam, you can sell it on the Steam Workshop. So,
On your order.
me and Scarecrow, who we did a stream of PUBG with before,
We'll get there, sir.
Your move.
we kept ours, and we're waiting. We're eventually just going to sell it. So it's basically our retirement fund. It's like $10, so you can live on that for a few years. Value keeps going up and down. Like all those people on the Bitcoin train or whatever. No, gonna be PUBG loot crate millionaires. And then that stops the retreat.
Corvette standing by.
Choose your reinforcements.
Full throttle.
Changing course. Course plotted.
The enemy has been defeated.
All right, first one.
Sir!
This is General Fisto.
Calculating trajectory.
Construction complete.
All right, I don't know that we'll have enough to actually deal with this fleet,
We're ready for
but
battle,
we're
sir.
gonna try it.
Construction complete.
We can build that up.
On your order.
Tactical battle.
We can move all our heroes back to the front lines now, though, too. I mean, people pay more than you'd expect for stuff on Steam. Like, I pay
Corvette
a lot of money for video games, so...
Full throttle.
That's how we'll win this war. One battle at a time.
Copy that. We'll get there, sir. Copy that. Changing course. Course plotted.
Choose your
right.
reinforcements.
What I think we'll do, stop you here. Let's see if massing the acclimators
Calculating trajectory.
and getting
On your order.
a lot of fighters
We'll get there, sir.
does much for us.
We shall arrive shortly.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Trajectory plotted. Calculating trajectory. We shall arrive shortly.
Ready on three. This is
Trajectory
Slammer.
plotted.
Over.
Because we haven't had full pop caps worth of them before.
Reinforcements
So
cancelled.
maybe that's what we've been missing out on,
Trajectory plotted.
is just spamming them enough.
Calculating trajectory.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Shall arrive shortly.
But even then, early on, your pop cap or your economy is weak enough that you can't really afford to spam them.
We'll get there, sir.
So I think if you're going to do it that way, you have to make them cheaper.
We'll get there, sir.
Because by the time you can afford to build a bunch of them, you have the vendors.
What is it? We've got your back, General. Now bunch up. Cut the chatter. There's too many of them. All capacitors showing green, General. Bad to worse. Tucker on 5. Waiting for Mother Bird. Over.
Waiting for Mother Bird,
Since I
over.
last spoke with you.
No good. Incoming's too heavy. It's not looking good, sir. We need help out of this, sir.
This is Admiral Yolanda. Prepare for battle.
Now, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did they have 2 Providence or 2 Lucre
Yes,
Hulk?
General. All ships fire.
Or did they have 2 of anything? Or no?
Cannons loaded. Blasting target.
Okay, let's try not to send Yolarin too far up.
I have fighter support. Engines active.
Just a scratch, sir.
Oh yeah, there's the other one over here.
Launch the fighters.
Bad to worse.
But these circumstances call for drastic measures.
Breaking off.
All right, let's see how we do against that there.
We're on it, General.
Got most of their fighters out.
All capacitors showing green, General.
I prefer CIS to Republic actually. Randicus.
That was too close. We need help now, sir.
We're receiving an urgent transmission.
Ready on 3.
Clear
This is
target.
Slammer. Over.
Charging weapons, sir.
Thank you, sir. All capacitors showing green, General. We need help now, sir.
As you
There's
wish,
too many
General.
of them. Request immediate assistance. We need help now, sir. Request immediate assistance.
Your orders, General.
Yes.
All right, you got too close.
We need help out of this,
Your
sir.
move, General.
Got a little smoky up here.
There's too many of them. Just a scratch, sir. We need help out of this, sir. We need help out of this, sir.
All ships fire at will.
It's no good.
All right, the Providence is getting away.
Just went from bad to worse.
Might be the right call for him.
Request immediate assistance. We need help out of this, sir. Just a scratch, sir.
All right. Are they coming back in? You're coming back in.
What's your plan?
Can't provide any more
On
cover.
your
Let's get over to this one,
Assistance.
and let's get that going on.
What could possibly have happened since I last spoke with you?
Request immediate assistance. It's not looking good, sir. Breaking off.
Yularin, can you get in range, please? Please, Yularin, please.
Ready for orders, Commander.
Please?
Attacking target.
Get the fighters going on that one.
Our position is Mark 12 at point
This
2
is
six.
Admiral Yolanda. All ships fire at will.
Previously on the Clone Wars.
I read you, General. It's not looking good, sir.
Take them out.
Our stabilizer's out. It's not looking good, sir.
Do I agree with the model switch? I don't really mind either way. If they wanted to just do it so that the Providence Dreadnought and Destroyer look different, then yeah, works for me.
Turbo laser cannons online.
Tell me where to go. Your orders, General. Battle stations. By your command.
Yes, General. Battle stations.
It's not looking good, sir.
Commence attack.
What are your orders?
See, Yularin always makes me think of
Copy that, sir.
the pro bending announcer in Legend of Korra.
Cannons targeting.
Commander, fire at will.
My pleasure, General.
Previously on Avatar. Our Avatar hero is with the things in the fire weasels. Fire rats? Whatever.
Let's blow.
Some of you may know what I mean.
Request immediate this one.
Alright, now we can leave. Okay, you guys down here.
Ready for battle, sir.
And you guys down
Construction complete.
here.
On your order.
Building under construction. Building under construction.
Oh look, Rendilli. We have a level 3 station there. We have 5,000 credits, so we can't do the thing here either. I actually just rewatched Avatar and Last Airbender and Legend of Korra earlier this year.
Reinforcements en route. Upgrade in progress.
Heads up. Droids inbound.
Reinforcements en route.
Actually, the third season of Legend of Korra might be my favorite season of any
Upgrade
Avatar
Corvette
stuff.
swinging into position.
Your orders, General. On our way.
Enemy contact.
Bearing, sir.
Our space station is under attack.
Triangulating target.
Zahir was definitely my favorite villain in that show.
Corvette acknowledges.
Yes, General. Yes, sir.
Like, other than maybe Zuko or something, but I don't really count Zuko
Choose your
as
reinforcements.
a villain.
Upgrade in progress.
Course plotted.
Reinforcements cancelled.
I probably shouldn't even waste the credits on these ones when I'm gonna lose the battle, because there's no way we're gonna destroy a Providence or a Luca Hulk.
Request immediate assistance. Tucker on 5. Waiting for Mother Bird. Over. Tucker on 5. Waiting for Mother Bird. Over.
Yes, General.
That's got him.
I like when Zhao was
En route.
Tucker on 5. Waiting for
when Tenzin
Corvette stands
saw Zhao in the
targeting.
that Lost Souls thingy. That was fun.
Frigate at your disposal.
Yes, sir. We're on it, General.
Package ready for delivery.
Watch your left.
I've got a fix on
Upgrade
that target.
complete.
Let's blow something up.
Stand by. Stand by. We can't provide any more cover. Watch your left.
Space station damaged.
Thank you. Watch your left.
Cannons charged.
Unknown, sir. Oh, we've got a
Your
problem
orders,
here.
General.
Watch it.
Well, Disney decided to Brexit from the EU, so
Destroying
doesn't really matter anyways.
Fire at will. Just a scratch, sir. It's no good. Incoming's too heavy.
cannons loaded.
Repairing.
Just a scratch, sir.
Choose your reinforcements.
Calculating trajectory.
Well, Azula was
Cancelled.
like, there are a lot of the villains that were like good or fun characters, but Zahir had a lot more depth to him. Because it was kind of the thing that they tried to do with Amon in the first season, and I don't feel like it worked very well with Amon. Like, there was a good idea behind that, but the fact that Korra had so few episodes per season, I think hurt it a little. And they were able to give Zahir a bit more fleshing out.
We need help out of this, sir. There's too many of them. All capacitors showing green, General.
Engaging enemy.
Of them. Droids.
Give me a target.
Space station damaged.
Your orders, General.
Where are they getting all these provinces from?
Bearing, sir. Locking all.
I read you, General.
Like, the thing with Amon in the first season is that they had to introduce all the main protagonists. They had to introduce the new show. They had to introduce Republic City, and I think it was like 8 episodes for the whole season. So it's kind of hard to get a very fleshed out
En
thing.
route.
Is the Old Republic era canon to Disney Star Wars? That's kind of unclear, because
Engaging enemy.
Yes, sir.
the game The Old Republic is still going. They're still doing content for it. So if that is just Legends, then it would mean that it and to a certain extent the Fantasy Flight games are the only things that are still producing Legends content, which would be kind of weird. Or they're including all the stuff that's currently being made within the new canon, which would mean that those games are canon.
Attack.
Or that the Old Republic in general is canon, which would also mean that Revenant is canon. So
Ready for orders, Commander.
hold on. Sorry, a lot of people hang out in the YouTube chat asking when it's going to start.
Firing. Attacking target. Triangulating target.
Repairing.
Cannons charged. Ready to take them out.
Alright, this one's
We
over.
have been defeated. Constructing
Alright, we'll
unit.
have to try to get that stuff going. I guess we're gonna have to try to invade through Corellia, Rendili, and Cato Nimoya as soon as we can. And then hopefully we'll be able to take this territory and stop any of the surprise attacks that come through.
Construction complete. Constructing.
The N1 fighters
Tactical
there.
battle imminent.
General? Yes, General. Combat is a clone's natural element. Okay, here we go.
Try to walk down.
Heads up. Droids inbound.
What's stopping Empire at War 2 from becoming a
On it,
thing?
sir.
Honestly, RTS market isn't super strong.
Yes, sir.
So Petroglyph wanted to
Right
do
away,
it,
sir.
but EA and I think
Sir, yes,
Disney
sir.
were also
Move out!
reluctant to.
Oh, there's gonna be a firefight.
We've secured a build pad. Turret
Weapons check.
constructing.
Understood, sir. Let's go. What are we waiting for? We've got droids. Triangulate your crossfire.
I remember these being like incredibly
Taking
tanky.
positions.
Yeah, it looks like they're still incredibly tanky.
Unit
Copy that.
destroyed.
Roger
See if we
that,
can
sir. Copy that.
get an AV turret and if that'll help at all.
Roger that, sir.
We've secured
Stay
a build
frosty.
pad.
Prepare to engage the enemy. Copy that. With pleasure. Let's move on.
Will Kratos be a hero in Era 4? And if so, give him an IC.
Move out, men.
Kratos is dead by Era 4,
Here we go.
so likely not. Well, he sort of dies at the start. It'll depend on the GC and the events around it.
On it, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Move out!
Because he died during the reunification stuff. So during some of those GCs, he'll still be around, but in
We're ready for
Destroyed.
battle, sir.
other
Good.
stuff less so.
Launch the rear. Understood, sir. Never give up. Let's go. Combat is a clone.
Let's see if the Saber tanks are any better at it.
These droids are done.
What do you imagine Empire War 2 being like?
Ready for battle, sir.
So, it would really depend on who makes it. I'm sure Petroglyph would want to... Okay, this is much better. They're not as tanky as they were before. But I'm sure Petroglyph would want to continue with what they'd originally planned to do, because I'm pretty sure they did want to
We've lost
continue
a build
down the Zan Consortium thing. At this point, that probably wouldn't happen anymore, just because the whole canon has changed. But I'm sure Clone Wars would be involved in some way. I'm surprised it wasn't what they went with at the time, because Empire at War was coming out around the time of
There's gonna be a firefight.
Revenge of the Sith,
Clones keep the scrap
and
merchants busy.
you would have expected them to sort of capitalize off of the popularity of the prequels at that point, which they like. That's why
Let's
Clone
go,
Wars
General.
mods for Empire at War tend to be disproportionately
We
popular.
are victorious.
But yeah,
We're ready for battle, sir.
I have not seen The Last Jedi yet. Still,
Enemy fleet approaching.
On your order.
Tactical battle imminent.
we do have enough credits this time to build up to the full thing, so I think we got this one pretty easily. They also don't have the better units with them, so
Cannons
works out.
Reinforcements en route.
Heads up. Droids inbound.
engines
Reinforcements en
I'm
route.
less concerned about this battle than other ones.
Upgrade complete.
Engage.
Choose your
We'll get there, sir.
reinforcements.
Changing course.
Reinforcements en route.
Bearing, sir.
Upgrade in progress.
Give me a target.
All right.
Request immediate assistance. Things just went from bad to worse. Droids,
Space station damaged.
immediate assistance. It's no good. Incoming's too heavy. Things just went.
Upgrade complete.
Droids, inbound. All compounds that are showing.
What's my destination?
Upgrade in progress.
Trajectory plotted. Calculating trajectory.
Reinforcements cancelled. Reinforcements en route.
All right. Will we be able to actually finish the tech? Oh yeah. These guys are all
Copy that. Ready
going
for
down
orders,
quickly.
Commander.
Why did you get rid of the individual infantry selection throughout the bench? Because there's nothing really beneficial of that method over the other one. We only had it in the first place because there were issues getting some of the new running while firing stuff to work with the companies, but once we solved that, we immediately went back to
Locking all.
company selection.
Orders, General.
Even just the fact that it takes forever to deploy units when you do the
Choose your reinforcements.
other way makes it not worth doing.
Charged.
Space station damaged.
Cruising speed.
And it's much worse for pathfinding as well.
Orders, Commander. At your
It's a bit laggier too.
Your orders, General.
Watch at 6. Contact! We need help out of this, sir.
Bearing,
All
sir.
right. Yeah, try not to get too specific with the Last Jedi talk, because
My destination.
I haven't seen it, and I'm sure a lot of other people haven't seen it either.
Direction received.
Copy that, sir.
I'm not even sure when I'm going to be able to see it.
Choose your
Orders,
reinforcements.
General. Full steam ahead.
Yes, General.
Locking on target.
Reinforcements en route.
Yes, General.
Incoming's too heavy.
Upgrade complete.
Trajectory plotted.
Reinforcements en route.
Just a scratch, sir.
Calculating trajectory. We shall arrive shortly.
Help now, sir. It's no good.
Space station under attack.
Yeah, the YouTube one, it says currently live on Twitch, see description for the link, and the title of the stream is live on Twitch. So, I don't know.
Orders, General.
I can only do so much.
Tough for a socket shell.
Ready to take them out. Firing.
I read you, General.
Tell me where to go.
Reinforcements en route.
Orders, General.
It's more helpful when the text is moving, because then it draws people's attention more. Otherwise, they just see the splash and might not bother
Breaking off.
actually reading what it says. Anyways,
Thank you, sir. Don't budge up. We can't provide any more cover. Thank you.
but
It's no good. Incoming's too heavy. We need
Galaxy Gun and Threat Revenge. So we have the Galaxy Gun in Ascendancy. I don't think we'd ever put the Galaxy Gun in ICW, because super weapons in Empire at War tend to not work very well.
We need help out of this, sir. We need help now, sir. On my way, sir.
Right, lost a few things there, but a lot of that was the
Building
Ericssons.
started.
Don't need to worry about losing that planet.
Constructing.
I'm just gonna keep building up. Hold on.
Constructing.
Stations.
Constructing.
Kit Fisto.
Indeed.
Construction
Do we make the
complete.
tech level? We do make the tech level. Hey, what tech level is that? Tech level 4. What is theirs? Duro, can we?
Unit in production.
Let's do that. Well, we can
Construction complete.
Copy that.
take him in too.
Construction
Alright.
complete.
Gonna just raid through the rest of these oh my god, core planets. Are your northern planets under siege by the CIS? No.
They didn't make me commander for nothing. Be observant. We're in enemy territory. It's gonna be a tough job to dig them all out.
We've secured.
Would Total War
build
Star Wars work?
pad.
I don't know.
Constructing.
This clone doesn't lose.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'm on my way.
Like, I really like Total War. I just don't know how well that would transfer. Maybe for like a Clone Wars era thing, but
Capacity.
I only want the
Jedi
best
craves
for my
not these
units.
Where should I go?
Construction complete.
well, Triple Ace,
We've lost a build pad.
there wasn't really much we could do about it at the time.
I don't expect
All our
anything
ground
less
units
than
were
total
up north. The
destruction.
useful ones were up north.
Defeat
And now that we
these
have the
built
heroes back down here, it's going to be pretty simple to just go back into Kuat and get it back. So we'll do that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Indeed, the
At
council will be
maximum
obeyed.
unit capacity.
Droids incoming.
They're tracking with that turret.
Never take your focus off the enemy.
Where's Yoda? I do seek Yoda.
Meditate on this. I will.
Unfortunately, I'm spending far too much time on the battlefield.
kill you. I'm not going down without a fight. We'll follow you anywhere.
Let's
sir.
get Obi-Wan and
I
Anakin
can
to
do
go.
this blindfolded. Good. Let's go.
I sense something.
Obi-Wan, can you take that out? Where's
Me?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What's our situation, Commander?
Can you actually use it? There you go.
You need to ask.
Clones keep the
We may as well send these guys up a bit more.
They'll fight to the last droid if it means taking a few more of us with them.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I sense something.
This is getting tedious.
Impressive.
The droid army would be nothing without superior
We're
numbers.
proud to serve you, General.
Getting through there. Yoda, you're still doing stuff over here. That's good.
Help you I can. Come, come.
He's in range of the turbo laser turrets. Gotta be careful,
We've
but
secured a build
The only
pad.
good clanker is a wrecked clanker.
so the spider droids aren't that strong, like in terms of the damage they're putting out.
Think these droids
but
like us. How is it we can win almost every
They're
battle
very
just
bulky.
losing the war?
We've lost a build pad.
Outstanding.
Got your back.
We do our job well. You can't negotiate with droids. All right, good enough. No time for souvenirs. Let's move. I don't give
Oh
up.
no, we need
Fortunately, their programming is rudimentary at best.
just need someone up there.
For action.
There we go.
This battle isn't over until we've scrapped the last clanker.
Ready, sir. Affirmative, sir. I'm heading there.
I was gonna get you to build up
These droids are relentless.
one of the things for us.
We've secured a build pad.
Back to station for Delta Squad.
For action.
Let's get
Droids are for flying.
get Obi-Wan over to the thing too.
I'm on my way.
You cannot
And
program
Anakin,
droids
just in case you need some help.
creatively.
Construction complete.
That's what it'll take to win this war. This is getting tedious. Good. The droids won't give up their ground without
Come
a
on, there you go.
They've got the numbers, but we've got the skill.
We've secured a build pad.
Never surrender.
Sir, you know patience is a virtue.
Be mindful of your surroundings.
The enemy base
This
shield
shouldn't take
is
long.
offline.
Of course, Master.
We've lost a build pad.
One shot, one.
I mean, I think one of the biggest problems with ground battles in EAW is actually how Galactic Conquest is structured. So the way you actually bring in forces, it's there's a lot more that goes into just getting to the enemy than the actual battles themselves. So, like, if you're playing skirmish, it can be, even just with the mechanics that are already in EAW in base skirmish, I feel like it doesn't have a lot of the same problems, or it's a lot easier to solve some of those problems. Well, Yoda can't move, so we can just use him to reveal stuff. But if you can make, I think a good first step would be something to make GC battles feel a bit more like skirmish battles. It would take redesigning all the maps around that, but I think that would be a necessary first step. So that there's actual resupply within the battles, you can get the forces you want built around that.
Here we go.
We've secured a build pad.
Yeah,
We've lost
that kind of thing.
a build pad.
Understood, General. On it, sir.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you
We've
will not.
secured a landing zone.
We'll need to go and get that.
Oh, there's gonna be a firefight. Losing is not an option.
We've secured a build pad.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Where are you, spider droid?
Sir, yes, sir.
There you are.
Like the outcome. Just like in basic training. I don't think the General would approve.
The enemy has been defeated.
There we go.